most broken people. Can be great leaders.
Finding the joy was really easy because you're surrounded by a lot of people that you like in a space that felt very safe. Like Ryan does a really great job of making the space feel really safe, very supportive, so you can do great work. And yeah, the joy was at times very easy to find because you're also with people who are full of joy. You know, it just happens that we're dealing with a tragedy. We're dealing with immense loss of a person that we knew really well and we knew as a person. So we didn't know Chadwick as a figure on a screen from far away aspirationally. We knew him as a friend, as, you know, someone's husband, someone's brother, someone's son, and like a funny dude. So it was very hard at times, but really fun, and it's a fun world to be in. You get to like pretend to have superpowers or not. So yeah.
For me, finding the joy was in moments like, you know, for example, like Shuri and maybe Riri's interactions on set, you know, finding moments of just, you know, discovering something fun in the script to bring to life to the characters, or, you know, the way Ryan would like just write the scenes out and just adding to it, adding layers to it. So there was many times where like the take is going and we're just cracking up because of what's on the page, but we're just excited for that to resonate with the audiences as well.
I've developed an update.
Update? No, it worked perfectly.
How many times do I have to teach you? Just because something works doesn't mean that it cannot be improved.
You are teaching me. What do you know?
More than you.
I would always have moments on set like of doubt and being like, oh man, I don't know if I can do this. And I could just hear him being like little sister, like you're great, like you got this, like I'm proud of you. So that really just kept me moving forward.
He also was a very like quietly powerful person, and sometimes you don't realize the extent of how much space people like that take up until they're not there. So he was one of those people that led by example and just led by always like showing up and putting his best foot forward every day. So you don't realize like this movie wasn't as like playful between takes as the first movie when Chadwick was around and we're like rapping and like laughing. It just wasn't the same dynamic. That's one thing we could tell you. It wasn't the same dynamic, but it couldn't be because it's not the same movie. It's not the same circumstance. But what it did have is a lot of love, a lot of inclusion, you know? Like, I think Black Panther's always been a really rich tapestry, and all the colors always make that tapestry work.
They called him Kukul Khan, the feather serpent god. Killing him will risk eternal war.
Namor is a fantastic character, and the way Ryan take it, the portrait of this character and his world is so great. It's based on ancient Mesoamerican cultures, but the approach was made with so much respect, being careful all the time, and it is easier to go to the set because everybody is doing their job, everybody is doing their best. So wardrobe and makeup and all the pieces on set and this family, this new family for us, it's so a blessing. You know, you go to the set in a new world with this new character. Everything was new for us, but this family they were waiting for us with open arms.
Show them who we are.
I saw my script like the day before our table read. Yeah, so I didn't know anything. And I'm reading, and there are so many really, really interesting surprises, you know, outside of who is Black Panther. It's tons and tons of twists and turns. So reading that for the first time, you feel like the audience when you see it. And then even though we know what happens, because you know we made the movie, once they add the CGI, once they color correct, once they add the score, once they, you know, redo the ADR and like additional scenes, and you finally see what the scenes that you weren't in, what they look like, it's a brand new movie.
I feel like we can expand it and add to whatever we were able to give our supporters in the very first film, just by exploring the world even more and exploring the characters in depth. So in this film, we'll be able to dive into the different characters that you know and love, and new characters too, for a fun-packed adventure, but also a really honorable one for Chad as well at the same time.